Hey, it's Saturday. Let's do the photos of the week. Okay, well, last night I was up late. I did a 21st in town at the Grand for a guy called Boston. Here he is here. Happy birthday, Boston. And it was a pretty cool night. The more I do these jobs, the more I'm like disappointed in my photos. I just really want to take great photos, and each time I want to take better photos than the last time. But still, I think they're going to enjoy the photos I took. I've got about 800 to process. I'll probably deliver about 500 of them. But I really like filling the frame when I do these jobs. Like making sure that the frame is full of people where possible. Because no one wants to see, that's not a very good example, but it's a great photo, lovely photo. Because people don't want to see empty space at their parties. They want to show everybody there. And I like to get some really nice portraits as well. And I just love these shoot-through photos. It's kind of like, I'm always looking for it. And hitting focus is a massive consideration. This is one of my signature shots of the cell phone. Yeah, focus just seems to be the biggest thing, and also trying to control the high ISO, because once again, it's really, really dark. And you just have to balance the shutter speed so you don't get that motion blur. Have enough ISO to be able to compensate that light, and then use the flash and the LED panel without casting too much artificial light on the scene. I mean, people kind of want to remember it as their eyes see it. I think we see things a lot brighter than what the camera does. So that side of things is quite important to me. And one thing I struggled with last night was the white balance, because each way I turned in the room, there was different white balances. So, but hey, I just shot raw and went into auto white balance, and that seemed to take care of things a wee bit. So it allows me to adjust the white balance in post. But it is an extra step you have to do in processing. Have to bear that in mind. And these here are the sort of moments I really like to capture. You know, during the speeches, when they're talking about people who can't be there, and they can be quite moving moments, as you can see here. And so these are sort of my favorite moments to capture. These are the moments they're gonna remember, I'm sure of it. It's just really important to get those moments. And then back into the city, here's Wellington railway station, a street in town called Lombard Lane. I quite like this because it shows the movement in the city. And there's always stuff going on in the city. This is in Cuba Street. The ferry coming in on my walk to work. Pretty standard, the walk to work photos. This one here is a photo of one guy, but it's 3 shots of him. And I've photoshopped them. How about that? And a layer of fog coming over the Thorndon Hills. And just some of Wellington's architecture, you know, old school architecture. And I took this shot down at Nowrunga Gorge. It's a long exposure, and here comes the shot. It's quite a cool scene, actually, for a road I travel on every day, more or less. Yeah, I like that shot. Not too bad at all. A long exposure helps to get those light trails, so that's why I did that. And then I took some self-portraits for a video. I used a camera battery, the Canon LP-E6N, and I got 4,000 photos out of it. Can you believe it? It's rated for 370 photos on the camera I was using, and I got 4,000. And the rowers are out again this time of the year, on the calm mornings, so I usually stop and get a few photos of those in the morning. Got a couple of tugboats. And my mate Christy from work, she's always down the wharf, hanging out. But yeah, and this is Solace in the Wind by Max Patti. Cool phone box in town. And then a cool sunrise. I like the flare there. And hey, to capture these coronas, you stop down the aperture, point it straight at the sun. I don't know if it's good for the camera or not, but hey. And then I've got a couple of panoramas here, a few panoramas of the city. Here's our waterfront again, and you can see St. Gerard's Monastery up there in the top left. And then Te Wharanui, Te Waka Oponiki. I'm not too sure, it's where they keep the waka. And then this last one here is Mount tapuae-o-uenuku. And actually, this is taken from the south coast of Wellington, but this is on the South Island. So on a really clear day, you can see the mountain in great clarity like this. And I love the way the mountain is separated from the ocean in this shot. It's just really nice vista, looking from the North Island of New Zealand to the South Island. So yeah, that's it. That was the photos of the week in Wellington. We've got no restrictions at the moment for the pandemic, so Everything's on. We've got events, we've got concerts, we've got shows. Tonight I'm going to a show that a mate of mine from work's in, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's a bit late, way past my bedtime, but hey, it's going to be good fun. And I'm going to leave you now with a time-lapse from our Sunday markets at Schaefer's Marina. So hey, you'll have a great week. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye!